What's up, guys? Mike here with the Z-Man Show. I just have to smile and grinning ear to ear after this episode 6 for season 11 for The Walking Dead called On the Inside. And guys, I mean, tonight was literally the House of Horrors. I mean, you know, at this point, we've had 11 seasons of The Walking Dead, and I'm just kind of ready for almost anything. But this was just fun. This was fun, good old school thriller and horror style stuff. You know, we see Connie and Virgil making their way through the woods together, running from something, seeing like they're being gathered. Now, this story had been put off for some time, right? And, you know, it's kind of like, you know, should they have even kind of even brought it back into the fold? But obviously they wanted to reunite her with Kelly and get that kind of squashed, that story done and done. And you saw that they're kind of starting to converge some of the stories together, because we've had a chance to see Pope's crew, with Daryl now tagging along, as they kind of make their way and they find a site where Maggie and Negan and the others are staying. So again, the stories are starting to converge, things are starting to align as we head into this crazy back half of, you know, the season 11 that's going to be in 2022, with only I think 2 episodes left in this season. So let's just talk about the House of Horrors right now. What are the chances at this point that humans would devolve, whatever, so much that you know, they'd be like these feral, just, you know, just instinct on just eating, but not in a sense that they're dead. These people were alive, but I guess they, and I've heard, and I remember after watching a few different movies about cannibalism and so forth, that if you eat too much human flesh, you know, your body starts to shake, and I think even your mind will start to go too, and not to mention that you're eating people, so what does that do to your psyche anyways, right? And so, you know, I gotta love Connie, that actress's, her emotion and her looks on screen are pretty hardcore. I mean, she looks literally just freaked out and scared. And we had found out that she hadn't slept in days anyways. He's having a hard time communicating with her. He obviously doesn't know sign. I mean, they're writing on notepads, they're doing whatever they can. I thought that was really cool to show that, because this is literally what you would be going through if you were traveling with someone who had some kind of you know, disability, especially like hearing. I mean, good Lord, how dangerous is that? To always having to be looking over your shoulder because you can't hear what's behind you. I mean, it's just insane. But obviously, you know, they adapt with our other senses and so forth, but it's just crazy. And, you know, that scene when Connie gets into the bathroom and she's kind of looking in the mirror and she's kind of opens it up, and this house was really nasty run down. I mean, I have to give them props wherever they found this place or what they did to it. But when that freaking little wall part opened or whatever, and that eye just kind of came out, I mean, it was just like, oh man, it is on. And, you know, it's like, these were like the People Under the Stairs style, for any of you who remember that movie. Oh, that little classic gem. Piece of crap, really, but it was nostalgic for a lot of us back in the 90s. But yeah, these things, these people, you know, they're kind of crawling around or whatever, almost kind of like it's a paranormal activity type of thing going on, and they're chasing down Connie. They even trap off between Connie and Virgil. A wall kind of closes in between them. I mean, it was literally the House of Horrors, guys. It was very exciting. I'd love to know what you thought about tonight's episode and some of that craziness that went on in that house, because let's face it, guys, I mean, this is the last season of Walking Dead. We got to have some fun in between. So I'd really be curious. I know sometimes if you're a little critical on the episodes, I am too sometimes too, but TWD usually keeps it together pretty good. It's Fear and World Beyond that really push the bar in a not so good way, I find at times. So anyways, that on another side. So then we get Daryl, right? Now look at the position he was put in tonight. And I had read that he was going to be put into a hard position. He would have to make a choice. Well, I finally got to see what that was all about. So that guy, one of Maggie's people that were with their crew, and obviously Daryl was starting to get to know probably, who was the captor of Pope and his crew, they're torturing him, right? They're trying to get information. They want to know, where's your colony? Where are your people? Obviously they want to wipe him out. And finally they called Daryl in pretty much to kind of take over. And, you know, the scene went okay. I'm not going to say it was an amazing scene. Not that it felt forced. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. The acting was okay. It was a little hard, I think, to make it completely believable. I mean, no doubt. The dude, look, the makeup was amazing. I mean, the actor who was getting tortured was doing an awesome job. Daryl, you know, he did what he could in the position or whatever, but you could see those looks he was trying to give him to him. You know, they were trying to give him signals. And the captor guy, he could see that one of them behind him, I can't remember if it's that long dark haired dude, I forget his name, but the one that has the asset, Daryl totally or whatever, had a gun and kept like waving it. And I think he was thinking, man, if I don't give these guys something or make this look like a legit interrogation, that they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill Daryl too. And so this dude looked out for Daryl too, and he paid the ultimate prices, as we see that even after Daryl left later on, Pope, I guess, went the next step further and ended up killing the guy. And now he's one of the dead. So that sucks, you know. And Daryl sees what Pope is capable of, and it's no good. We have a couple scenes with him and Leah, and again that hothead, dark-haired dude. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. I'm just these characters have to say their names a little bit more so they can resonate in my brain for you guys. So apologies on that part, but yeah, just seeing their hot-headedness as Daryl's trying to hide the trapdoor below, and trying to get those out of the house so they don't find Maggie and Negan in them. I mean, it was pretty crazy. I thought it was interesting how they were able to escape out without any of Leah's crew seeing them, because there was another, I think, 3 or 4 of those elite Reaper members with them. So maybe calling a little bit of BS on that one, but they did. Negan and them were able to sneak out somehow out of that trap room down there before they could get wind. Daryl bought him enough time. And, he's saying he's there for Leah. I'm pretty sure that's BS too. I mean, like, a part of it is BS and a part of it isn't, right? I think he wants to be there with her, but not in these circumstances. Lee even calls out the other hothead dude, saying, like, you're trying to look out for me? What about when I was burning in that building? Were you looking out for me then too? And the guy says, you need to wake up. This is how it is now. And I don't know, Leah's like, how much more is it going to take? I know a lot of you don't really like her character. I'm kind of starting to get on board with that. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I mean, kind of a means to an end. It's like, Daryl, get out of there as fast as you can. She probably can't be saved. And by the way, if, you can't lead the horse to water, right? I mean, if she's that far gone, if she thinks that these are really her people and this is where she belongs, then she's already can't be saved. Let it be. Move on. I'd love to know what you think about that too. Let me know if you made it this far into this review. Let me know what you thought about that. But yeah, 2 interesting storylines. I can't say they're super amazing, but I did have a lot of fun with Virgil and Connie's. And now that they're back with Kelly, and also, let's not forget that Virgil got stabbed like 2 or 3 times by one of those feral chicks before. And let's go and toss that out there too. What an amazing job of Connie thinking, in the writing, of course. But I just love that on the moment, she's a survivor, right? When they got down to the front doors, and I was thinking to myself, man, you're going to have to open up those front doors or something. But before she did, because I figured she could maybe block him with the door on the corner, but she dug into that one dead zombie that made it in, and she just coated herself. And then she opened it up real quickly. I mean, it was on the fly, fast action survival tactics, and I thought that was really cool. So, guys, we're heading into these last 2 episodes. We're going to see what's probably going to happen with see the colony and what's going on with Eugene and all those guys. I mean, have they totally screwed themselves with the Commonwealth, or is there some kind of salvation there? It looks like that one dude that was on the commercial, he makes a comment in one of the previews for the next episode, says like, I can help you and your people or something like that. But I'm like, oh man, I hope Yumiko doesn't give into this and just give away their location on a dime, because I mean, what are they going to do to the other people that they don't accept into their colony, that they don't feel have the skills necessary to be part of their civilization? I mean, that's picking and choosing. That's a whole nother line of black and gray and this and that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and this little ranting and banter over tonight's episode. I'm just like so tickled. I just thought it was such a great thriller type horror episode. We just haven't seen a lot of that in the past. And now, true, again, where do those feral people come from, and how are they managed to stay isolated and we not see these people for a while? These are good questions. Are we going to see more of them? I doubt it, but it would be kind of cool. I mean, it's another threat at night, which is amazing, and I was loving the nighttime atmosphere. We got to get more nighttime episodes. That's always great time. So that's all I have for tonight. Make sure to go out and check out my other episodes on my channel. It's the Z-Man Show. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I will catch you guys at the next review. See you guys.